Okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, the Trading Saga. So I'm a little late on the stream, but I took one trade that was like what 80 to this. That's probably like 30 points. So that was a good start. So now we are just waiting. I think there is going to be some consolidation before we some movement. So that's what we are looking for. So we'll probably see how this is going to look like in a few minutes. So yesterday we were caught up in chop. So we are not going to end up doing some random trades because I want to make sure we have some confirmations and confluences before we get into our trades. So if we look at the 5-minute chart, so we are in between like a resistance and so this is a breaker block if you guys do ICT. So I kind of follow like multiple things, right? So I don't follow just ICT or just support and resistance. I made my own way of trading these. So it's mostly like my main thing is fibs, support and resistance, FEGs, and then price action and the trend lines and patterns, right? So that's what I follow through. So I made my own kind of a confirmations before I get to some trades. But here if you guys see, I'm using Lux Algo, and this one kind of gives you the ability to add everything into one chart, right? So you don't have to manually go into like different charts to actually draw all of these FEGs, these patterns, and then breaker blocks and support and resistance, right? So at least here if you see, we broke the breaker block and then it did a retest. So the trend is to the downside. So if we look on the multi-chart, here this is 2 minute, this is 15 minutes, and this is the daily. And we are probably at a strong support zone because it's been trying to break this support for so long, but nothing's been happening there, and it's keep pushing up to the upside. So I think we kind of bottomed out for the day, and we might again see some push to the upside. So that's my thesis. But we don't have any confidences yet to see whether we want to go enter right away or we wait for some more time, right? Because we want to make sure our entries are precise, and we kind of make our entries in such a way that it respects our stop losses too. So here it's kind of consolidating because I think it's been very choppy or manipulative moves that I can think of by just looking at the charts in the morning. So we'll give it some more time because as long as it's between these two channel or support and resistance, you could say, nothing much is going to happen. It has to either break to the downside or break to the upside. So we'll see. I am thinking that it's going to go to the upside, but we might be wrong. We'll see. So we will give it some time to see like what's going to happen. And if you look at the overall chart, I see some greens, so it's kind of still trying to go up. And today's calendar, nothing much happened today, like no big major news, right? What happened today? Nothing. European, India, Brazil, USA, what were these? Balance trade, ISM, Joel's openings. Yeah, nothing major that you can think of that will make everything change, right? So we are just going to see. Okay, so now we are almost at this retest zone. I think I'm gonna enter a long here. So we'll see. That's my thesis, that it might go a little higher. But if it breaks the lows, I think the previous week low, I think we are wrong here. So that's what is my thesis here. So I think what we'll do is we'll try to have a stop loss right below that, so we don't actually have to worry about like big stop losses. So I have like a 10-point stop loss. So if you guys see my screen, so we have a 10-point stop loss, and I think our target is going to be like right there, like 30 points. I think 30 points target is what we are aiming for. Oh, sorry, 30-point target is what we are aiming for. Let's see if that actually happens. But I think looking at the chart, everything seems bearish. But we are just going with our thesis, right? That this is going to the upside because of my confidences that I have. I think it should go all the way higher. Maybe I think I should just start trailing this rather than putting in some. I think it's better we don't target for quick bangs. I think that's what I've been doing lately, and I've been losing because I was looking for those big moves. But I think it's crawling to the downside now. So if it does, then we'll have to change our thesis. But we'll only enter on the retracement, right? We are not going to do anything crazy. Yeah, it's definitely going down. Yeah. But that's okay. I think we made like what? We made 40 points and we lost 10 points. So we are still doing good. So I think it's definitely going lower for the bigger targets. So no confidence for us yet. So we are going to just wait and see how this price is going to react to these multiple zones. And then we'll probably make a entry again. So this is our previous week low. So here is the previous week low. So maybe what we can do is we'll see how the price reacts to this zone again, or if not, this new resistance that was formed, maybe it will retrace back to it. So one is either it goes from here to this break, this resistance, and we see if this is going to push us back down further. If not, it will go all the way down to these support and this FPT, right? So we'll see how the price will react to these two zones, and it will go probably all the way up higher. So we need to see how and where this price is going to go, and but I have a feeling that this is going to bounce off like this mid zone, because if I look at, let me show you this. If you guys, so this is the 2-minute chart, this is the 15-minute, and this is daily. And this daily, this zone has been like very critical for us, because if you guys see, there was a liquidity grab right here. There was another liquidity grab. There was another one trying to test this FVG, and then now again we are trying to go down a little, but if you guys see, the push to the downside is not like really brutal. It's like going down, but it's not going with full strength. So what it means is it doesn't want to go all the way down yet. Maybe in the coming days it will, but at least for now, I think definitely we can look for a push to the upside. But when is that going to happen is a question today. So we are going to see how this price is going to react, either on, let me go back to my 5-minute chart. So our thesis is we either look at how the price reacts to this support or this resistance, right? So that would be our thesis. So until then, we'll just be in watch mode, because we may think that this is going to just reverse down, right? But it might just go up all the way. So we always wait for these key zones for us to even think about getting onto a trade. Until then, we'll just be in a watch mode and understand how the price reacts to it. But I don't know if you guys have seen this, but let me show this one. If you guys see this, so there has been like big news here, right? So if you guys see, there are like multiple things that's happening around the world. But if you guys, I don't know if you all follow this news or understand the macroeconomics and global economic events to understand how the market is shaping around at open. But if not, you guys should definitely watch out for macroeconomic news and have a good feel of how your thesis is going to align with the news, because one single news can change all of your technical analysis, right? So it doesn't matter how good you are good at your technical analysis. If there is a news, everything is gone. So you have to be like stay informed with all the latest updates that are happening. So I share this every day, once in the morning, once after close of market, and then around night time, I share the global economic events, right? That's shaping the world. So follow me if you guys want these latest updates, and it's for free. So I don't charge anything for this, but you guys can look at this and understand how the market is shaping around. That's one thing, and yeah, for now I think we are just going to wait on this price action to understand how this is going to look like. So until we go back to our two different zones that we were talking about, there is no probable entry for us. Let me know what you guys are doing. Are you guys in a trade right now, or you guys are just watching as well? So I want to start my 1K challenge, right? So what I'm trying to do is um, have some. Yeah, this thing is just crawling slowly to the downside. If you guys see, this is what we were talking about. It might go all the way down to this zone, but this might anytime do like a small bounce like that and then take all the stop losses and then do its thing. So we are not going to rush into this. We are going to wait and see like how this reacts to these zones. Our ideal play would have been like if it breaks this low here, I think that should have been our entry. So that's like what 875 to 816. That's like a 60-point move right there, and we didn't capitalize that. But now I think there is like no point in just trying to chase this. So we'll wait on this one and see how this reacts to these zones, and then we'll probably make our next move. That was a nice bounce off because everyone that was thinking of going short, I think all of them are getting burned out just because of this thing, right? So this is like another zone that we can think of that it might go down, right? But we don't know. If it rejects, so so here is what I'm thinking, right? So you guys see this zone has been kind of supporting. So I think we can do like a small short and see if that works out, right? Yeah, I think the moves are happening, but it's not giving us a right entry or opportunity to get in. So we are still kind of in a waiting mode to understand like when we can get into a trade, right? Because initially our thesis was uh, it's going to retest this zone. So that's what we were targeting for. And it's kind of in that zone right now, but I don't know if, because we see a new FEG found here. So that's like 75 to 40, so 30-point move. Um, Even if we enter here, we won't be able to capture much because within 30 points, you want to capture 10, 20 points, your entries and exits are going to be like just awful. So it's better not to do anything in these small zones, right? We need like a bigger zone. If we went all the way down here and we go all the way up here, so we had like big room, so we can capture a piece of it. But right now, it's crazy to see. It's a 30-point move, and we don't have much to capitalize here. So we are going to just wait it out and see how these levels react. So we either play on this resistance or this support, right? Until then, this is like a no play zone for us because I'm trying to avoid chop zone right now because yesterday we were in a similar situation where we were trying to make some moves and we were caught up in the chop and nothing much happened. So we don't want to be in the same place again where we'll be trying to like capture some small moves, small money. It's not going to help us. So we'll wait on this one, see how the price reacts to different zones, and then we'll make our move. Yeah, see, I think we have some manipulative zones right here where nothing is happening. So we don't want to stay in a place where we just keep trading, right? So we are just going to wait on that and see if something happens here. It seems like this zone is kind of protecting it. So we might see some push to the upside. So we'll get a long here to see if we can break those highs because I know everyone is looking for a shot right now. So we'll have like a small 10-point stop loss. Yeah, it's definitely kind of stalling here, so it doesn't give a good feeling about it because it should have bounced like boom, like a spring. So that's when you know that's a strong zone. If it's not bouncing like a spring, then it means like it's going to get a little manipulative on those zones. We need like a spring move, like boom, you know. That's what we are aiming for. Okay, that's kind of like 5 points. It just jumped. Yep, that's good. That's good. It's kind of bouncing a little bit. Um, so here we are. I don't know why this is doing this. Okay, maybe that gives us my screen. I think we are like 50 ticks. Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna be like a chop zone. Like nothing is going to happen. Maybe play around here and there, and boom, nothing. I think that's what will happen. Yeah, I don't see much movement here. I think we are at 40 ticks. Yeah, it's still trying to crawl down a little. Yeah, I think it's definitely those manipulative or chop zones that we entered right now. Like nothing happening. If you guys see, the movement of candle is kind of stuck. So it kind of asking the market to place your bets. So is it going to go up or down? I don't know. We are at 30 ticks right now. So definitely trying to crawl down now. I think we are gonna make this our stop loss, so we know that we are safe at least. Yeah, maybe I'll just do it a break even, right? So we don't lose any money here. I'm gonna just do a break even. If it goes high, I think we are at 35 to 65. I think 30 points is doable. I'll do 60, right? Yeah. I think maybe it will go higher. Let's see. I think it wants to break those lows, highs. If it does that, I think we're good. Because I know a lot of people might have used this as their stop loss, or maybe let's not get greedy. I think I'll just do 35 to 65. That is 30 points, right? So 30 points is good. We make bang, like 30 points targets. I think those are what we should target for. I've been looking for like big bangers like 40 points, 50 points, 100 points, and that wasn't helping. So this 100 points is, 30 point is definitely something we can target for, especially because there are like so many. Yep, that's good. 30 points. We did good. I think we should target for like realistic moments. I think those days, like the last 15-20 days where we were looking for big targets, right? I think I shouldn't be doing that. I think that's what I've realized in the last few days of trading, because I've been looking for those big 50-60 point movers, and that's not helping. So I'll probably stick to my 20-30 pointer moves and make a piece of it, and we are good. So at least for now, I think we did capture some more in this zone. So we are not going to play around in this zone again, because it's going to burn us out, because we thinking again like it's going up, down, it's going to put us on mental stress. So we are not going to play around. I think our next zone, let me show you this. I think our next zone is going to be around here. I don't know, my streaming is kind of playing around. Let me see. Okay. If you guys see, so our next target is going to be, we either play around this support or around this resistance, right? So that would be our next play. I think we captured some more at this midpoint, so nothing much happened. We captured 30 points. We are happy. Now we wait for our next zone to make our next move. So until then, we'll just be in a watch mode and see how this reacts. I think we had a good trade for 30 points. Seems like if we held longer than that, uh, that could have easily got our stop loss right there. So I think now we know that it wants to go lower, right? So what we have to see is to find a nice entry. So that's what we need to find, because we know that it's going down. So now the goal is to see like what is our entry. Is it going to go to our support first before going to our resistance? Is the thing that we need to decide. So definitely that's a good 30-point move that we got, but I think definitely a zone which doesn't seem to be like very interesting, because it might just get chopped around all day here, at least until power hour, and then do something, right? So we don't want to get into the chop. So we need to see if there is like some kind of a, what do you call, a spring bounce kind of an action. If that happens, that's when we'll see. But if not, we'll just wait for our next move, right? Because right now everyone is thinking that it's going down, so there is no way that people will, or the market will give what everyone wants. Yeah, I think this is one of those zones where we were thinking that it will go higher, right? I think that's what it wants to do, but we'll see. I don't have any confidence or any reason to jump on a trade right now, because this zone is like no man's land for me. It's like neither trying to go down or trying to go up. Might just go like chop until at least 1 hour in this chop zone, and then try to break to the downside or break to the upside. So it's highly possible. Yeah, we'll still be on a watch mode and see like if we go back to, I have a feeling that at least for the next 30-40 minutes we are going to be in this chop zone where nothing is going to happen, like literally nothing. I think that's what happened yesterday, where we were caught up in that chop and trying to go or capture some up and down, and nothing happened, right? So now we are going to see or maybe experience the same thing here. I don't know, because market does its own thing. We are just watchers and trying to capture a piece of it. Yeah, I think it wants to go higher, but it has to come down too, because there is nothing. This is so that's like what, another 60-point ripper in like 2 candles. Anyone that was going short, like 60 points in 2 candles is crazy. No respect to any of the stop losses. No, I mean, unless someone is having like a 100-point stop loss, that's not good risk, right? So your typical stop loss is 20 to 30 points, and you either target for 1:1 or 1:2. If you want to be profitable, that's what I think is the right way of doing it, right? But if someone is targeting for 1:3, then that's a different story, because 1:3 you have bigger targets. Crazy days. I think it's gonna go a little higher, probably like around 20,900. It wants to dip higher, and then it will go down. Maybe that's what I'm thinking, at least. We'll see. It's definitely like one of those times where I know that it wants to go higher, take out all the stop losses, and then go down lower, right? So that's why I'm not in a trade. But sometimes when you're not in the right state of mind, you just enter because you want to chase and you don't want to miss out. And I think that's when you do all kind of stupid things. So we are not going to do that. We will have our right confluences before we enter into any trade. Until then, it's okay, we miss out on some of these opportunities, but that's how we make some buffer. At least when we are in the right state of mind, right? When we are on a tilt, then nothing we can do because we can go up our accounts, anything can happen. Yeah, I think definitely this previous week low has been like one strong resistance so far, but I know that it wants to break this higher, probably go here and then come back down. But it might happen like in 5 minutes or 5 hours. So we don't know that. We don't know how the volume is, how the institutions are kind of placing their bets. But it definitely wants to like kill all the retails first, right? Like anyone who is trying to get on a trade, they want to kill all the players and then do what it's thing, right? So we'll just watch this for now to understand how the market is going to go, because our thesis is either it has to go to the top or go to the bottom, but where it wants to go first is the question, right? So we wait for the price action to let us know if it's going up or down first. So we wait for those conferences and then we'll make our move. It's crazy to see in like 3 candles we have like an 80-point move, or even more, 90-point move. So everyone that was waiting for like a big move, they probably got burned out because it made everyone, the market made everyone look like it's going down, and then it ended like 90 points higher. I think it's gonna go higher, like maybe until 20,900. I think that would be our target, and that's actually in this descending broadening wedge, right? So that's on top of that 20,900. So maybe it will retest and go back to this FPG and then go up again, right? We don't know that, so we have to see. So we are not going to rush into a trade and make some stupid moves and then regret. So we're just going to wait and see how this is going to play out. Okay, I think we are about that zone where it's going to make some move to the upside. I think that's what I'm thinking, right? So what I'll do is we are going to have a long here, and then we'll target for 20,890. I think that is doable, right? think it's going to go for maybe a retest of this FVP and then go up to like 2900. I think that's what I am thinking, but let's see. Maybe if we even check for a small this thing, right? I think that's right on that 61.8 retracement. I think that's what it did. It just bounced off that 51.8 retracement, right? So it's highly possible that it's going to go up from here a little bit, but that's okay. We don't want to make small moves, right? We need like a bigger move to make sure that we capture at least 20-30 points, because right now I think we are at 6,900. See, it's only 40 point thing that we see, and within that 40 points, if you want to capture 20-30 points, you don't know when this is going to go up or down, so it's not very what do you call a good play. But I think if you guys notice, from here to here, that's a small move, but it bounced off right on that golden pocket, that's 61.8, right? So that could have been a good entry, because all these moves, they follow the Fibonacci series, right? So it's like it goes up, it goes down, but somehow it will follow the fibs. Yep, I think that was right there. It's trying to go up. I think the 20,900 is the target. I think it's going to go to 20,900 and then probably come down or maybe dip higher, right? So at least 20,900 is the target that I think it's going to. But we are not doing anything right now because it's kind of a no-play zone, if you guys followed my thesis, right? And this might be another chop zone too, because if you guys see, this whole zone has been like a chop zone, and we don't want to be in this chop zone, right? So either we wait for confirmation for a breakout or something needs to happen, because at least at this point, this might just go like this all the way until power hour and then go down or go up. still have a lot of maybe if we entered here, right? I think that would have been a good zone. This level is something around 55. If we had entered, that could be like 20 points. We could have captured it. But this move is big. But our thesis was this chop zone, right? So I don't know if I would have made money. Okay, I don't think there is much that is, I mean, there is a lot that's happening, but I have to go today. So we'll wrap up our session for now. We'll meet again tomorrow. I think there is more things to come, but I think that's a wrap for today. If you guys don't follow me on X or YouTube, I would appreciate if you guys can follow me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later guys, peace.